Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Ortega. Welcome to the channel. Get ready to discover the magic of physics and mathematics like never before. Let's begin.
Look closely at the dense, three-dimensional structures surrounding us. If you strip away the textures, the light, and the depth, you hit the absolute basement of physical reality, a flat, two-dimensional code. The base unit of this entire geometric system is the polygon. The word itself describes the structure, combining Greek roots polys, meaning many, and gonia, meaning angles. A shape only qualifies as a polygon if it passes a strict set of system parameters. It must exist on a completely flat plane. It must be a perfectly closed loop, and every segment forming its perimeter must be a rigidly straight line. There's zero tolerance for deviation. If a single side introduces a curve, the system rejects the shape. Identifying these uncompromising boundaries is the required first step. We have to know the rules of the flat plane before we can decode the architecture of the physical world built on top of it. Look at this archival photograph of a geometry classroom. For generations, humanity has systematically documented and passed down this exact visual language, charting points and line segments on chalkboards to train the next generation of engineers. These lessons map the variables that dictate all structural form: the lengths, the intersections, and the exact degrees of separation. Before we can draft a blueprint for a bridge or a skyscraper, we have to isolate the exact hardware components running inside the geometric machine. This schematic breaks down the internal hardware. The continuous straight segments are the lados, or sides. Where two contiguous sides meet, they lock together at a vertice, or vertex point. When two sides intersect at the vertex, they capture a specific slice of space inside the shape. We call that trapped void the interior angle. Bypassing the perimeter reveals a hidden framework. Connecting any two non-consecutive vertices creates a diagonal. At the core, we find the apothem, the perpendicular line dropping from the dead center straight down to a base edge. The apothem is a mandatory metric. To calculate the total interior area of any regular shape, you need this specific height to solve the equation. These vertices, sides, and apothems are static on their own. They require underlying software, a strict set of mathematical rules to govern exactly how they interact. A regular polygon exists in total geometric order. Every interior angle measures exactly the same, and every side is equal in length. But if one side stretches a millimeter longer, or one angle shifts a single degree, the system recategorizes the shape as irregular. We rely on formulas to predict interior space. You find the sum of all interior angles by taking the number of sides, subtracting 2, and multiplying by 180 degrees. For a 5-sided pentagon, that internal math totals exactly 540 degrees. From there, the boundaries dictate the physical form. If the polygon pushes all its corners outward, keeping its angles under 180 degrees, it is convex. If it collapses inward, creating an interior angle greater than 180, it is concave. These rigid formulas provide a reliable boundary. By applying these rules, we can accurately measure and manipulate physical space without succumbing to structural chaos. Formulas on a chalkboard only take us so far. To actively construct this code, we rely on physical instruments, specifically high-precision drafting compasses and rigid steel rulers. These physical instruments force mathematical perfection onto a blank, two-dimensional plane. We can use these tools to draft a mediatrice, or perpendicular bisector. By swinging two perfectly equal compass arcs from the ends of a segment, their intersection points map a vertical line straight through the exact center. Those same compass mechanics allow us to construct a bisectrice. We map a baseline arc from a vertex, find secondary intersecting points, and draw a line that slices any angle exactly in half. Mastering these specific constructions provides the geometric precision required to command the two-dimensional environment. We see the result of that precision here on an architectural blueprint. Every structural ratio and measurement on this page relies entirely on those exact geometric rules. Towering skyscrapers, complex machinery, and the rendered wireframes of digital worlds all begin as a network of strictly governed polygons. Geometry is the active language we use to pull ideas off the flat plane, enforce mathematical order, and engineer the blueprints of our world.